Welcome to Winchester's townwide adult spelling bee, the 10th annual spelling bee. It is my pleasure at this point to introduce the president of the organization that sponsors this great event, the Winchester Foundation for Educational Excellence, Mr. Steve Budakian.
Thank you, everybody. Aren't these decorations just beautiful? I want to thank everyone who helped make the 10th annual spelling bee the best it can be. I want to especially begin by thanking NCA, who's our prime sponsor. The NCA Society has sponsored and supported the team of teachers each year for the 10 years we've had the spelling bee. We really, really appreciate that. I'd like to also give special thanks to our gift sponsors. We have gifts for every one of the spellers tonight, and I think we've outdone ourselves this year. We have fleece blankets, which have the 10th anniversary logo, and those are sponsored. And those are sponsored by the Winchester Savings Bank, who's been a perennial sponsor of the spelling bee, by Caldwell Banker, and by Spankyware. Spankyware, incidentally, supplied the blankets and did the embroidery, and they did a wonderful job. You'll get a chance to see that later. Because it is our 10th birthday, and we want birthday favors for everyone, we have sticky cubes on the table, not only for the spellers, but for everybody that comes to the bee. Make sure you pick one up on the way out. These are sponsored by Pediatric Dental Associates. We want to thank them. And I also want to thank Balloon Designs with a Twist, who made this incredible bumblebee and all the balloons that are around us. Every year, Bookends has given us gift certificates to give to the student spellers between rounds. I sat with Judy Manzo last night. We were talking about the spelling bee and how proud I was that this was the 10th anniversary and now we had such great support. And she said, well, you know, this is, we started in late August 11 years ago, so we just celebrated our 10th anniversary. And we've been spelling with the spelling bee, or they've been spelling with the spelling bee every year for 10 years. So to help us celebrate our anniversary and to celebrate their birthday, they gave us $1,000 towards our cause. And I want to thank them. I also want to thank Cambridgeport Savings Bank, who helped supply the snacks on the table, Dunkin' Donuts and Togo's, who supplied the coffee, and Peter Kuttner, who again has come to the fore to help us with our bee logo. You can see the special 10th bee logo, which is up there, and also on the special cake that we have. This is done by Cakes by Laura, a very special cake made for our anniversary. I also want to thank Jenny Soper of Solo Design, who worked all her wizardry to get our posters out and do all the graphic design work, and she did a great job. Very, very special thanks to WinCam, our local television station, and all their volunteers. They have done an incredible job preparing. While we're here tonight, they're playing special segments for all the people at home, and they've done an incredible job, and especially to all our cameramen and everybody that's helped. Thank you. And on your table this year, we have special centerpieces that were given to us by STEMs of Winchester, and they've done an incredible job. Last but not least, I want to thank you, all the spellers who've come out again to support the Winchester Foundation. Thanks so much. I want to thank Maureen Gutierrez, who has given us also special little jewelry prizes that we're also going to give to the spellers between rounds, and thank you very much. Now, I'm sure all of you know here, and those listening at home, that this event really benefits the Winchester Foundation for Educational Excellence. With the money raised at this event, our well-supported annual appeal, and the very, very successful teacher tribute program that we run in the spring, we're able to support Winchester Public Schools by funding innovative educational programs that inspire students and teachers to make our great public schools even better. The foundation provides grant money to Winchester teachers to develop creative educational programs for students and to grow as educators through professional development courses and activities. In addition, the Winchester Foundation proudly sponsors our Distinguished Scholar Speaker Series. In the fall, coming up, we're planning to welcome to Winchester the immediate past U.S. Poet Laureate, Billy Collins. He's going to be coming to town and be meeting with the high school and also having a public event. We're looking forward to that. It's important that everybody realize that the Winchester Foundation benefits all our public schools. Since 1992, the foundation has funded over 520 grants with more than 900 teachers for a total of over $500,000. I invite everybody here tonight and those listening at home to learn more about the foundation, including how you can get involved by going to our new website, WFEE.org. When I was in my store today, I was asked by one of the members of the community, who's going to win tonight? The answer was easy. It's the children of Winchester. I want to thank everybody here tonight and watching us on WinCam. And please join me in welcoming back our spellmasters, Paul Raymeyer and Kim Casey, who'll be our MCs for the evening and keep everyone in line and to be running on time. Have a great time.
As you know from what Steve said, this is the 10th anniversary of the Spelling Bee. And so the very first thing we're going to do is ask the committee who run the Spelling Bee to come up, light the candle, and we are all going to sing Happy Birthday, Dear Chester. And Kim is going to hold up Chester, the Spelling Bee, over here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chester. Happy birthday to you. Will the participants in round one please take their places on the tables? Your first round, first word. Hornet, a noun, any of the larger social wasps that are vigorous, strong-flying insects with powerful stings. It's also a good word with which to begin a spelling bee. Hornet. Amy was afraid that she would get stung by a hornet if she walked too close to the nest in the tree. Hornet. What think thou, judges? Everybody's still afloat. Okay, good. The person who is without idiosyncrasy is probably rather boring. Idiosyncrasy. Boards up, please. IDIOSYNCRASY. Team G is the winner. I'm Paul Raymeyer, and I'm very happy to be talking with Dot Butler. Dot has been running the spelling bee for all 10 years, 8 years?
I've been on the committee.
I think you and your committee have created spelling bees that are just delightful. Everything from the invention of Chester.
Chester, right.
You can win Chester, the spelling bee. To all the decorations you do, to the costumes that the participants wear. We just have a lot of fun with it, and in the process, we raise a bunch of money.
I think the thing that I liked most about participating on the committee was to bring in many different kinds of people from the community. The bee really sparked an interest in many, many different kinds of people. It's $300 for a team. Now, this sometimes presents a challenge to, sometimes we just have members of the community who are very willing to support a team. They just don't want to be in the limelight spelling themselves. NCAR Society has started with us from the beginning, supporting teams in each of the 7 schools in town, and that allows the schools to put forth a faculty staff team, and they don't have to carry the financial burden. Well, last year we had 51 teams, and each team is comprised of 3 people.
So there's 153 people.
We'd like to keep it going the same way. And during the breaks when the teams are changing, Steve Bodakian, who now has become our dress-up bee, goes around and will find children from each of the schools and ask them to spell a word.
From your perspective as a parent and a citizen, what do you believe has been the impact of the Education Foundation on the public school system of Winchester?
Some amazing programs. It has allowed the teachers to enhance what they do in the classroom.
Dad, you've been involved with the Bee since we started. 10 years. This is the 10th anniversary. Can you anticipate the 20th anniversary of the Spelling Bee?
I can, because I think the general population at large absolutely enjoys every moment of the Bee, whether they actually spell in the Bee, if they watch the Bee, or just hearing about it through their peers. I think everybody now, a part of them is very invested in the Spelling Bee itself.
It is an enormous amount of fun.
Right.
And it's just the right thing to do the first Wednesday in February when you need something to pick you up a bit. Well, let's hope it keeps going. We're having a great time with it. And now let's go back to the buzzing of the bee.
College Club Literature Group, I'm Susan Setnick. This is Judy Blaine and Karina Poonen.
All right.
We have bees in our bonnet. Watch out.
Bees in your bonnets. Hopefully they'll come in handy. Let's get started with our first word in round 2. And the word is scornfully. It's an adverb meaning contemptuously, disdainfully. When Ken complained that he was too tired to continue playing, the others scornfully called him a wimp. Scornfully, 20 seconds. Everybody looks bored up there, so we'll just go ahead and take it a little early. Scornfully, S-C-O-R-N-F-U-L-L-Y. Bravo. Good start. And Mr. Raymeyer keeps the R and X words under lock and key, so I'll turn it over to him for the next part as you continue in round 2.
Your next word from the X list is ophicleide. Ophicleide, a Greek noun meaning an early brass wind instrument consisting of a long tube doubled back on itself. It usually has 11 keys and a range of about 3 octaves. Our high school marching band does not include a single ophicleide.
I know what you want to do. It's not right. Well, then we're both up. Okay, we're ready, so.
2 teams in. The next word is meningococcus. Meningococcus, a Greek noun, the bacterium causing cerebrospinal meningitis. Medical community is constantly striving to deal with meningococcus. Meningococcus, M-E-N-I-N-G-O-C-O-C-C-U-S. Team E is the winner.
Team this year is going to be for the 3rd year in a row, 3 of a kind, and we of course do have a team uniform. I'm Mike Hyde, and you'll see flanking with me here Jennifer Regents and Liz Henry, and we've chosen all black and dark glasses because we are trying to convey totally the wrong image, that it's style that wins, not substance. In the final grouping, 6 out of the 10 years and finished 2nd or 3rd or 4th, which makes us something like eternal bridesmaids. And if you know, that ends up being our eternal claim to fame in the Winchester Spelling Bee. That'll be just fine with us because each year we tried to behave and perform with a little style.
Perhaps we'll dress as bridesmaids this year. You'd look good in that. Well, for me, I like the fact that I can dress up in a ridiculous outfit and nobody complains about it. I like the fact that it's a party environment and it's a party atmosphere down there. Everybody's cheering you on. And I do get a little bit nervous. I like being on stage. I think spelling is the last thing. You have to go with a good sense of humor, have fun. Remember, it's for It's a fundraising affair, and just relax.
That, and I'd say above all, dress up good.
Yeah.
You know, go to the barber, go to the beauty salon. Remember, this is all about style points in
It
the
is.
end.
It is.
But above all, as far as preparation, you really have to think about this like Tiger Woods. You've got to come with your A game. Think about it. Is life worth living without your A game?
This is our study guide. We each have a copy of this.
Now, Webster's Third International is an
Yeah.
absolute must.
Right.
About 42 pounds worth of words.
Absolutely. I cannot get the word. I practice my peripheral vision because, as you know, they put the word behind you. So, you know, you can always cheat if you have to and look back.
Nancy O'Honey O'Haron, DeValin Buzz Bowles, and I'm Lorraine Queen Bee Murtaugh.
You're out.
We have won 3 times. We've come in second twice. And the other 2 humiliations were just too painful to recollect. And we're going back in there again. Win, lose, or draw. Having a good time?
All right. Would you not
We
like
have
to
a
roll?
We've got a
strategy.
strategy. I don't know if we can reveal it. But
All right.
we'll have a lot of style. We'll have a lot of style.
Okay. Sounds good.
And a handheld rearview mirror.
Because everyone sort of gets to know each other, and you're cheering the teams on. You're not always on the same, since it's divided up that there are 7 teams at a time going. You have favorites in each group that you're rooting on, and you know, you're sort of hoping and dreading at the same time that they'll be the final game that you're up against. And yeah, I mean, I think that people who like words and contests and puzzles and stuff like that like their opposition because they're kind of admirable.
We are the WinCam editors representing the Winchester Community Access and Media Organization, the Winchester Television Station. I'm Paul Kelly, and with me is
Julia Ripa.
And John Shawcross.
Thank you. Team D.
We're realtors with Coldwell Banker. We're the Coldwell Banker Honeybees. I'm Lorraine Queenie Murtaugh. This is DeValin Buzz Bowles and Nancy O'Honey O'Haron.
We're the Magnificent Montessorians representing Children's Own School. I'm Zoe Bray, this is Tim Baba, and Denise George.
Thank you.
We're 3 of a kind. I'm Liz Mulligan.
Becky Mulligan.
Hey,
And I'm Mike Mulligan, and I dig deep.
We represent the Board of Trustees of the Winchester Foundation for Educational Excellence. I'm Nick D'Angelo.
I'm Susan Schwartz. And I'm Susan Leathers.
Because the teams are doing so well, we're going to shorten the time in between. What I'll do is watch them. When it looks like you're ready, I'll call boards up. First word, abnormal. Adjective, differing from the typical. In modern society, many people consider it abnormal to live without email. Abnormal, A-B-N-O-R-M-A-L. Keep the boards up until the judges have seen them all. Everybody's normal. Pterolography. Pterolography, a noun from the Greek and Latin, the description or the science of the arrangements of feathers on a bird. If my wife and I spend much more time watching the birds at our bird feeder, we might eventually write a pterolography. Boards up, please. D is the winner. Team D.
Sponsored by the Winchester Foundation for Educational Excellence. I'm here with Ms. Sundram, who's an 8th grade English teacher at McCall Middle School. Now, Ms. Sundram, what grant did you receive from the WFEE?
The grant that I received was for a radio research project that was 2 years ago. The idea was for students to explore life and literature using research questions and using interview techniques and radio techniques, using technology as well, and a variety of sources for their information. First of all, I brought a consultant in, Warren Senders, and he introduced students to the idea of asking the essential question for your research. And this meant that they had to really think about what an important question was, as opposed to a question that just has a yes or a no kind of answer. And because we were studying things like the Harlem Renaissance, the Civil Rights Movement, and the Holocaust, with a particular emphasis on the literature of that time, it meant that students had to think about those topics and what it meant in life and in literature.
What other grants you applied for and received?
I applied for a grant last year with the same consultant who has done several kinds of work with my classrooms. And last year's grant was titled Poetry, Sound, Mood, and Meaning. And this too involved technology. I've also received a grant from the WFEE for the Teachers as Scholars. That was last year, where I was sent to the Harvard University sent us to various places, and I took playwriting as a course. And I wrote a play and produced it in my drama club. And I think the Winchester Public Schools is extremely fortunate to have WFEE, because we have an excellent school system, no doubt. But the WFEE provides further enrichment, which is its role in this community. It provides enrichment by way of incentives, grants, and so on, that help teachers realize certain dreams that they have about what they want to implement in the curriculum, for which they may not have the funds. So I would recommend that all teachers apply for this grant. I think WFEE is probably the best, most progressive group in town that has helped teachers nonstop and has produced much excellence in all fields. I think that I definitely benefited. I learned a lot while I was doing these projects because I'd never done them before. And when you do something new, you learn something all the time. And Teachers as Scholars was amazing because I learned about playwriting and I wrote a play. And this year I've applied for and received the nonfiction grant for Teachers as Scholars, and I'm going to go in the spring, and I'll tell you more about it in case you want to know.
All right, well, thank you very much, Ms. Sundram. And now back to the spelling bee.
Thank you.
Back for round 4, and we're going to begin with our student speller, so let's find Steve. Badakian, where are you? Oh, up high in the sky there.
Here I am, Kim.
Who do you have?
Well, we have a family affair right now, Kim. We have from Vincent Owens School, a 4th grader, Jackie Kazazian, and here with her brother Derek, Ann. And her mother is twisting the cards over there. That's our Vanna for tonight. Let's hear it.
Andrea. All right, let's see how we do with the word honey.
Honey?
Honey.
Honey.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's honey. Thank you.
Excellent.
And for Jackie, we have another gift certificate from Bookends and another piece of jewelry from One Bead at a Time.
That sounds good. Share with Mom.
Martano from the police department. To my left is Officer Joe Abdallah, and to his left is Sergeant Horst Filzer.
Right. Good evening. Team F.
Hi, my name's Glenn Doyle, and I'm here with Jane Amico and Chris Mulhern, and we're representing the Winchester Rotary Club. John Stein.
We are the Winchester School Committee. I'm Beth Ladow.
Mark Feblowitz.
Sarah Swiger.
All right. Very nice. So we'll start off with an easy one in round 4. The word is troublemaker. It's a noun, a person who brings strife and disagreement, often for ulterior motives. The teenaged troublemaker, having proved to be too difficult for his parents to handle, was sent off to boarding school. Troublemaker. Officers? Are the judges able to see? All right. C, D, F, and G. Oh. Chief.
Thanks, Chief.
Whatever the chief says. Actually, he shouldn't need a mulligan, should he? All right. A lot of people still smiling. Are we all set? The next word is myrmecology. Myrmecology, also a noun meaning a scientific study of ants. Receiving an ant farm for Christmas was the beginning of Art's interest in myrmecology. Okay, ready or not, here we go with boards up. Myrmecology is M-Y-R-M-E-C-O-L-O-G-Y. All right. Did we say boards up? Yeah, I think we did, didn't we? We did. All right. I think that might be it. Are there any mulligans hiding under the table? Oh, 2. Start manufacturing those. All right. It was looking like we had a winner, but so who? B, C, and G are still in the game. And here's the last of the easy ones. Hypnogenous. Just kidding. It's really easy when you have the answers. Hypnogenous. Hypnogenous is an adjective, meaning inducing sleep, soporific. The professor's lecture was so boring that it had a hypnogenous effect on several students. Hypnogenous. Boards up, please. Hypnogenous is H-Y-P-N-O-G-E-N-O-U-S. Everybody got it, so let's hand it back over to Paul.
Your first R-level word is pursuivant, a noun from the Middle English and also the Old French, meaning a follower, an attendant. The mayor never travels without at least one pursuivant. Boards up, please. Pursuivant. P-U-R-S-U-I-V-A-N-T. Team G is a winner. Congratulations to the school committee. That's the first time that a school committee has ever made it to the finals. All right. I'm Paul Rehmeyer, one of the spellmasters for the Bee, and I'm here with Diane Brewster. The foundation raises a fair amount of money each year through contributions and the spelling bee and other fundraising activities. Virtually all of that money then is distributed to the teachers and the schools through the foundation's grant programs. And I should also say that all of these grants have to be approved by the school committee, because the foundation, as a nonprofit private organization, is not a governmental agency. We work with the school committee in making these grants available to teachers. Now, Diane, you and your committee are in charge of describing the process, running the process. How does a teacher, or how do a group of teachers come to your committee? What is it they need to do in order to earn a grant from the foundation?
Well, first of all, let me explain that there are 2 different grant programs that the foundation offers. The first one is the education grants, which are classroom project grants. So a teacher or an administrator or a staff person in the school system can apply for a grant in order to do an ongoing project in their classroom. The next set of grants that we offer are the professional development grants, and those grants a teacher or administrator or staff person can also apply for, and that is for their own purpose in the sense of they could either attend a conference, a workshop, a seminar, something to further their growth as an educator, and a sense of renewal for them in order to bring it back to the classroom, in which, of course, the children again benefit.
What is it you look for in a grant proposal that makes you, as a committee, want to support that proposal?
First and foremost, we want to see innovation. We are funding grants that the school budget would not cover. This is beyond the purview of what the school department is able to offer or would offer. We're looking for projects and professional development opportunities that provide, that are innovative and which enable the teachers to be creative in their method of teaching and have a long-lasting effect.
What do you think has been the impact of the foundation on the public school system of Winchester in the last 12, 14 years?
Being able to provide funds for projects in the classroom and also professional development opportunities that teachers would never be able to do if that funding were not there. Some of these projects have been so spectacular. Our grants do have to be in line with the curriculum goals. This can't be anything that's outside of the curriculum goals. But we would like to see it brought to a level in a different way so that it lends some creativity to the classroom. So every child in the Winchester school system from pre-K through senior year in high school has benefited from these grants in one way or another.
Thank you very much, Diane. We're hopeful that the work will continue and that students for a long time will be recipients of this program. And now we'll go back to the B.
All right, Steve, have you a student speller or two there?
Okay, Paul. I have with me another sister team.
Good.
We have Sophie and Laurel Eskel. They are from Lincoln School. What grade are you? Grade and?
Third grade.
And third grade. And they want to make sure that everybody is invited to see the beautiful new Lincoln School. So take a chance to go look at that sometime, everybody. Okay, we're ready. Are we ready?
All right.
We're ready.
Ladies, the word I'd like you to spell is clover.
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 C-L-O-V-E-R.
Hey,
It's stereo! Now we have for them a gift certificate from Bookends and a piece of jewelry for each one of them from one beat at a time.
Very good.
We're representing the Winchester Wellesley Club. I'm Sheila Marion. This is Jean Connor and Catherine Owens-Mills.
We are the Aberjona Book Club. We're the ladies who read. Pat Solner, Kathy Sterling, and Elston Miles.
We represent Winchester Cooperative Nursery School. I'm Carol Cashin. I'm accompanied by David Mortensen and Liz Goffberg.
Very good. Thank you for being here. Let's jump right in with your first word, neighborhood. A noun, a number of people forming a loosely cohesive community within a larger unit, a neighborhood. Boards up, please. N-E-I-G-H-B-O-R-H-O-O-D, neighborhood. Everybody's in, good. Tzaddik, tzaddik, a Hebrew noun meaning a righteous and a just man. In Fiddler on the Roof, Tevye is recognized by his neighbors as a true tzaddik. Boards up, please. Both wrong.
Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the 10th Annual Winchester Townwide Adult Spelling Bee. The bee is sponsored each year by the Winchester Foundation for Educational Excellence. Its purpose is, first of all, to have fun, but secondly, to raise money for the Winchester Foundation for Educational Excellence. Happy to welcome here right now Susan Borges, who is an elementary teacher at the Morocco School. Teaching what grade, Susan?
I'm a reading teacher at
Reading
Morocco
specialist,
School.
okay.
I actually received the grant for writing. It's called Write from the Start.
Okay.
So we're going to
Let's talk about writing first then.
Okay. The writing grant is a collaboration of teachers in kindergarten, first grade, the art teacher, the music teacher, and the occupational therapist at Morocco School. We did some research and decided that it would be beneficial to address writing as a specific activity in the kindergarten and in the first grade. We at Morocco have the advantage of having a preschool there too, so we'll also work with the preschool students as much as possible, thinking that writing is a skill that should be directly taught, as the literature said, rather than caught, and that if we worked on it efficiently and effectively right from the beginning, we could maybe develop better handwriting skills.
So this is writing as a fine motor skill?
Correct, correct.
Not writing in terms of subject and verb and
ultimately, we think it will benefit that because we think if the children are able to write efficiently and effectively early, that will free them up to be more creative with their writing when the time comes for that in second and third grade. The best part of the grant, I think, actually is in the impetus to get us all together and to come together to create these ideas. A lot of the work was actually done before we received the grant. That's the good news, because we've all come together in the writing of the grant, decided we're on the same page about this subject, and very excited to receive the materials. The materials coming to us will ensure the continuation of it.
But the creative work by the faculty happened before the materials were there.
In the process of applying for the grant, it was definitely the incentive for the grant. I'm not sure we would have come up with it had we not had the bait
That's good.
of the grant.
What impact, in your judgment, has the Education Foundation had on the public school system of Winchester?
I think it's had a tremendous positive impact. It really has. I've seen it grow since we've been in town for a while, and it started as a professional or a classroom grant, allowing the teachers to get the supplies they need into the classroom, and that alone is exciting enough and has grown into a professional development component of it. So allowing the teachers then to become more engaged in what they're studying so that they can use the materials more successfully. I really see a lot of areas in which the grants have helped the schools, particularly in the last push, which I think the foundation has been making, and that is in the collaboration of all the disciplines. That has been, it just seems like every time the foundation takes another direction, it's going a direction that moves in a good way, and I think it's been wonderful.
Thank you very much for being with us, and good luck to you in Morocco.
Thank you.
And now let's return to the buzzing of the spelling bee.
Back for round 6, and let's see who Steve Badakian has for us this time around. Steve?
Here I am.
Right. That's good news.
We have students from McCall Middle School. They obviously travel in packs. The spellers we have, let's hear it. The spellers we have are 7th graders, Stephen Crean and Michael O. Give him a good one, Kim.
All right, I'll try. Hopefully there aren't too many clues around the room because the word is spelling.
What's the word? I didn't...
Think the middle schoolers can handle this? Let's see how our teachers are doing.
1, 2, 3.
Gotta make them look good.
S-P-E-L-L-I-N-G.
And with such enthusiasm.
All right.
All right, setting the example for our teams.
And we have for them bookends, gift certificates.
How will you do with the word ceremoniously? This is an adverb in an elaborate or ritualized and stylized manner. That's the meaning, and the sentence is, George reached inside his coat pocket, drew out a small velvet box, and handed it ceremoniously to his girlfriend. Ceremoniously. All right, moving right along, boards up. C-E-R-E-M-O-N-I-O-U-S-L-Y. M-O-N-I-O-U-S-L-Y. All right. I'd say they're warmed up. Chicanery. Chicanery. It's a noun meaning the deception by artful subterfuge or misrepresentation, trickery. The mayor was dogged by allegations of financial chicanery and links to organized crime. Chicanery. They're smiling, so boards up. Chicanery is C-H-I-C-A-N-E-R-Y. Oh, it's too easy for this group. You're whizzes, see? And you thought that, and the Port Bees thought they were going to have a hard time. See? In Spain, a Spanish word, and we happen to have one of those. The word is churrasco. Churrasco. It's a noun from the Spanish meaning beef broiled on a spit over an open fire or grilled under an oven flame. At the barbecue, the whole family feasted on the churrasco that grandfather cooked. Churrasco. All right, how about we flip those boards up? For churrasco, C-H-U-R-R-A-S-C-O. There's a U and a couple of R's, and I don't think everybody got that. How do we do, judges? B and E. B and E. Anyone with a mulligan? Oh, see? And they're smart, too, the bankers. Hand it over to Paul, and good luck with the R's and X's.
Are we in?
An X word, tentaculiferous. Tentaculiferous, an adjective meaning provided with tentacles. The octopus is tentaculiferous. Boards up, please. Tentaculiferous. Tentaculiferous. B, C, and E are still alive. Haliutics, a noun from the Latin, the study of the art of fishing. Ted Williams probably could have written a book on haliutics.
Repeat, please.
Haliutics. Boards up, please. Haliutics, H-A-L-I-E-U-T-I-C-S. B is the only one correct. All right.
And I'm here with Diane Brewster, Professional Development. Can you tell us about one or two of those grants that you think are particularly exciting?
There's been a lot of exciting grants. We've funded many professional grants for teachers to go to seminars in the summer and workshops. And perhaps one of our most fondest grant would be Teachers as Scholars, which is a program offered at Harvard University. It involves courses in disciplines, art, science, math. We have 25 teachers from the middle school and 25 teachers from the high school who are able to apply for courses, and they do not have to be within their discipline. And this is purely a chance for teachers to be able to indulge themselves in classroom activities
and to feed their brains.
Yes.
So that they in turn can feed the brains of our students.
And we have funded that 3 years in a row.
Good.
The Teachers as Scholars program is a professional development program for the intellectual life of teachers in multiple content areas that they can select themselves. There are seminars run by superb teachers.
Almost half benefited from the Teachers as Scholars program, but they vie with one another to make it. I think that's a tribute to the quality of the offerings.
I really look forward to Teachers as Scholars. I was lucky enough to do it last year and also this year. And I think it's just essential for teachers to be on the other side of the desk. It's fuel for the year. It makes me excited about learning, and I think that trickles down to the students because they see that I'm excited about learning, and enthusiasm is contagious. Lucky enough to take the seminar in hip-hop music. It was taught by a professor who teaches at NYC. Her name is Trisha Rose. The materials that I got from the course were wonderful, and I can't wait to bring them into my own classroom. I think I'm excited because if they're excited, then the energy level of the classroom just goes way up. And we can talk about alliteration or consonants, relating to a hip-hop song, and then if after they've mastered the skills there, I can bring it over to more traditional poetry. Or
It's been really exciting about the seminars is that teachers come back incredibly excited and intellectually fulfilled. For example, last year I had two teachers who, unbeknownst to each other, one at the middle school and one at the high school, took the history of playwriting, the art of playwriting. They had to write plays in the seminar, and one was performed at the high school for benefit the junior class scholarship fund, and one was performed at the middle school. That's the kind of energy the seminar produces, and when people come, they look, I'm a department head, and I see them looking forward to going, and then they come back and said, I had a great day.
Now we're back for round 7. Steve Budakian, where are you?
I'm up here, Paul.
All right. Who do you have with you?
I have a Lynch School 4th grader, Scott Coffey.
Welcome, Scott. Scott, I have a word for you. Thanks.
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 Great.
Thanks, Scott. And we have a gift certificate for Scott from Bookends.
Team E.
We're the Winchester Community Music School. I'm Jacqueline Welch, and this is Marilee Swanson and Judy Muga.
Great.
We are representing the Winchester Multicultural Network. This is Mark Kramer, Bob Cashin, and I'm John Galley.
Very good. Welcome to you all. We start off with a warm-up word, gracefully. Adverb, meaning in a manner marked by fitness and proportion of line or movement. Fred Astaire danced gracefully up the wall and across the ceiling. Gracefully. Gracefully. Boards up, please. Gracefully. Everybody's right. Your next word is lagniappe. Lagniappe. From the French, a noun meaning a small gift or present added to a purchase by a tradesman as a favor to customers. In recent years, many merchants have been using a lagniappe as an enticement to new customers. Lagniappe.
Can you repeat that?
Lagniappe. A noun from the French. Boards up, please. Team F. You win. Lanya.
To the 10th Annual Winchester Spelling Bee, sponsored by the Winchester Foundation for Educational Excellence. I'm here with Lori Davis, who is the WFEE Administrative Director and last year's Chair of the Teacher Tribute Program. Now, Mrs. Davis, first tell us about your new job as Administrative Director for the WFEE.
Well, it actually doesn't feel like a new job anymore because I started in November of 2001, so I've actually been there for a little bit over a year now, and it's been terrific. This was actually the first paid position that the WFEE has ever had. They have a volunteer board, and through a lot of efforts by a lot of people, an office was opened and a position was created, and I was fortunate enough to get it. The office is on the 3rd floor of the First Congregational Church, which is the big white church on the Common. The Teacher Tribute Program is one of the fundraisers that the WFEE runs, and it's absolutely fantastic. Basically, we invite parents and or guardians of school-aged children to make a donation to the foundation in the name of a particular teacher, staff member, or administrator to thank them for a job well done. And I would have to say that it's a real bargain because when you make a donation to the foundation, you not only fund our grant programs, which then allows us to turn that money back to the schools in the form of education grants and professional development grants, but you also get to thank a very special person who has hopefully made a difference in your child or children's life. So it's kind of a 2-for-1, and I think it's a great thing.
Yes.
What we did last year was we decided to gift the teachers a poster, and we designed this poster with the help of Jenny Soper, who owns Solo Designs, a graphic design studio. And what we do is give every teacher who is honored a poster, along with a card that lists the name or names of all the people that have donated to that, in that person's name, to the foundation. And it was very successful last year. People really enjoyed it. The program was extremely successful. We raised over $23,000 last year, which was a tremendous amount. But as exciting as that was, I was as equally thrilled to know that there were almost 600 tributes made to teachers and staff members and administrators, aides, specialists, secretaries. It was really wonderfully successful, and people have commented very positively on it. Yeah, but typically the program takes place in the spring. People will receive a letter somewhere around the beginning of May, all school-aged families. They'll have a month basically until probably the first Friday in June to get their donation in. If they get their donation in by the deadline, we will notify the teachers at the end of the school year about their honor.
Website people could reach you at or research you at?
Yes, actually, it is www.wfee.org. The WFEE office, the number there is 781-756-8020. We also have an email, info, at wfee.org. We can be reached that way. And we have voicemail, so people can leave a message, and I'd be happy to get back to them.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mrs. Davis. And now back to the spelling bee.
And we're back for the final round. We have champions from each of our prior rounds now sitting down in place, ready for somebody to become the winner. And participating in the final round, the Euclideans, Winchester Friends of Art, Caldwell Banker Honeybees, Winchester School Committee, Ambrose Sombreros, First Congregational Church Choir, and the Multicultural Network. So a round of applause for everybody for making it this far tonight. You did a great job. All right, so we'll begin with the first word in the final round tonight, and the word is circumstantial, an adjective meaning belonging to or consisting of, influenced by, or dependent on conditions, facts, or events accompanying others. The report contains circumstantial evidence of wrongdoing by the governor. Circumstantial. All right, boards up. Circumstantial is C-I-R-C-U-M-S-T-A-N-T-I-A-L. Everybody fare it well there? All right, moving right along. The next word in round 8 is chrysanthemum, a noun meaning any plant or flower of a large genus of perennial herbs that are widely distributed and that are cultivated for their brightly colored flower heads. Orlando's chrysanthemum won first prize at the flower show, chrysanthemum. All right, everybody looks pretty confident, so let's see how you did. CHRYSANTHEMUM, chrysanthemum. The next word is from the Greek, and the word is arachnophagus. Arachnophagus. It's an adjective meaning feeding on spiders. Jesse's contribution to the discussion of arachnophagus creatures was that there are not enough of them. Arachnophagus. Need to check your boards. Arachnophagus is ARACHNOPHAGOUS. To make it to round 8. And now with the rest of the contenders, let's move on to Naumachia. Naumachia. Naumachia is a noun, an ancient Roman spectacle representing a naval battle, is the definition. To celebrate the naval victory, the emperor ordered an elaborate naumachia. Losing track of time, but I think that was probably just about enough. So, are we ready to put boards up? No, I can tell. Sorry. Boards up. Naumachia. Some interesting spellings there, I must say. Do we really have a winner? B, Friends of Art, you win. Nice job.
All right. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Team B, the big-time winners. Would you please come down here, get some prizes, and we'll interview you for TV.
3 years ago, as Lincoln parents.
With the Lincoln parents?
Yes.
But this is your first time.
First time.
Right, good for you. I'm always interested in how people work at words. One of the reasons I give you the language derivation is some of you then apply your language skills to think through what the word must be spelled like, even if you don't know the word. Did you do that tonight at all?
Last one.
Yes,
absolutely. As much as we could.
Okay.
It helps. Although it didn't. I took French, and I would not have gotten that
Lagnappe.
So there are always tricks.
But the word that you won on, Naumachia, did any of you know that?
Well, no. The ocean part. I mean, that was the
right.
You know,
No.
so we thought nautical, NAU.
Right.
And wrote it out correctly, put in a second C just to see how that looked, and then took that out.
Okay.
So a little bit of trial and error.
Great. Well, good job. And this was the longest bee we've had in years. Partly because I think people had done more studying. Partly the use of this mulligan kept a lot of people
kept us
alive.
in it. but it made it very fun too.
My original idea, I think, is still correct. We're going to charge $100 for a mulligan. And if that, what the heck, it would help.
They're valuable commodities.
They are.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for a very good job and for being with us. It's been a great evening. And
thank you.
Thanks
celebrate.
for all your work. Thank
too.
you.
Bye-bye.
It was a lot of fun.